This is so much cooler. You're not gonna believe it.
For thousands of years, humans have had to drive to explore and to search for something lost or undiscovered. It is in our DNA. Adventure is in all of us. So join us on our adventures.
The Pennsylvania forests are long overgrown. So much logging has taken place over the years. It's unbelievable how thick that makes everything. Probably take another 100 years for this to be like a large growth forest, then they'll probably log it all again. A lot of the home sites that we go into are like this because Pennsylvania's been logged off so many times. Right up in here is where the home site should be at. Haven't located it yet. Can't see very far in this thick stuff, but should be getting close to it. So I'm gonna keep on trucking through all this thick stuff. Not sure if I'm on it, but I think I might be. I think I might see it right back here. Maybe not. Look like a hole in the ground, but I think I was wrong. I thought that was gonna be it right back there. Looks like there's cut stone in here, right there. Maybe this was a bank barn. I bet you that's what this was. Because right here is a pretty steep bank. They would have brought the plows with the horses and stuff. We'll get right into the barn from up here. Bet you that's what that is. Home site can't be far from here. I'm gonna turn you off here and we're gonna see if we can locate it. All right, I've been walking around in the woods for a little bit. I think I might be on it though, finally. Stuff's so hard to find in here because it's so thick. Well, maybe this is that bank barn again though. I'm just on the opposite side. Not easy finding these old home sites. I'm gonna keep on looking here. All right, so I think we're on it here. Finally found it. It was up just a little bit further than that barn site. You can see it through there. There's the cut stone up against the side. Not a whole lot left of it. There's gotta be stuff in here. Site behind me here, all in the 1860s map, going by 1900. Dig everything site. Everything in here that you're gonna dig is gonna be old. I mean, it's a little thick. Gonna have to dodge a lot of weeds and stuff like that, but I have a feeling this is gonna be a good one. Let's see what we can find. Get my pack off, let's go. It's the first find in the hole. I have what looks like a thimble. It's made out of copper though, and it's pretty crude. It could have been like a makeshift thimble, not real sure. It doesn't look like a traditional thimble that you would find. But sometimes these old home sites back then, people didn't have a bunch of money, so they had to make do with what they had. I think it's a thimble, could be a thimble, might not be. But it's made out of copper for sure. Second find, first find was a piece of lead. This is the first good find in the hole. We're gonna keep on going here, see if we can find anything else. As you can see, I found a bottle. Found it on this tree right here. Really good find in the hole right here. I started brushing it off and I'm like, whoa, that's something special. It's gonna be a suspender clip that like I've never found before. I started wiping this side and there's something coming through. Some kind of writing. It looks like it's silver washed. Doesn't look like it's silver. Ever something. I think maybe it was a part of a razor maybe. Ever read. Yeah, it was a razor. There's a whole bunch of writing on there. I'm gonna try to brush it a little bit and see what I can come up with. So it's actually called Ever Ready, and it is a razor. You can see it's really fancy. The inside of that, it's something else. I never found anything like that. It says America's something razor. Definitely gonna have to look up a picture of this, get some more information on it. There's the real tiny writing on the bottom, but there's no way I'm gonna read that. Pretty cool find. I was pretty stoked about this one. Pretty cool. Let's go. So where I'm at over here, it's super trashy. And there's actually like a bunch of bricks laying on the ground. Almost look where they maybe pushed the chimney over or something like that, because that might have been the last thing standing. So there's a load of garbage over here, but I did find a different kind of reed than we normally find. I mean, we do find these metal detecting, but normally you find harmonica reeds. This is actually like a squeeze box reed. I think we normally call them organ reeds. Whether they had an organ here or not, don't know. Pretty cool though. All right, so this hole I'm in right here, I got a signal. It was in the 80s. And I dug it, and I dug out this small little piece of metal, swung it over the coil, and it didn't register on the metal detector. So I knew that wasn't it. So I got back into the hole, and it was actually outside of the hole already. All right, so surely you can see it laying in there. Right there. I don't know that it can be an Indian because it was ringing up a little too high for an Indian. Could be a Wheatie, but I want to say I see Abe Lincoln on there. If it's a Wheatie, it makes more sense because this was the way it was ringing up on the metal detector. It is a Wheatie. I don't know if you guys can see the date. I want to say it's a teens, which it could be. That razor that I found earlier was from 1912. This doesn't make a whole lot of sense because this home site wasn't here on the 1900s map. But it's definitely a wheat back scent. I'll take it. First coin of the day. Let's get on some silver and some Indians. Maybe a largie in here too. All right, so I have a find in the hole here. I have no idea what it is. Thought it was just going to be a piece of garbage. There's a star on the top. Oh, it has some gold gilt on it. What in the world was this? It's just falling apart. Could be the lid of something from maybe a woman's makeup or something. Not real sure what exactly it is. But I think part of it dropped off. That's all right though. Pretty neat here. I have no clue what it is. And it's real brittle. I don't want to play with it too much. Definitely gold gilt coming through on it with a star and a starburst inside the star. Neat. Finding the hole here is almost a find that we always get. Almost every time we go metal detecting, we almost find one. Being as in we're in Western PA, can you guess what it is? The clump's falling apart. I was going to leave it in a clump and show you, but got a miner's tag. Could be a miner's tag. Could be a tag for livestock. Most of them have numbers, but not all do. We're gonna see if this one does. I think this is my first numberless miner's tag. Nothing to be found. No number. Could have been a spare. They just didn't stamp it. Something like that. Nonetheless. So there's actually a home site that way through the woods. I'm gonna try to locate it. Jerry is definitely the better person to locate home sites in the woods, but it shouldn't be that hard to locate. So we're gonna see if we can. It's gonna be a site that was on the 1860s map. Also going by 1900. This one, there's a lot of targets, but it's a lot of iron and junky targets. Nothing really good coming out of the hole yet, but we're gonna keep going here, see what else we can find. So peaceful. You know, when you're out here by yourself, you always think it's about the find. It's not always about the find. Nothing but you and your thoughts and nature and the tranquility of being out in nature. Nothing wrong with spending time alone, getting a little me time. All right, so we're heading out to this other site. Should be about I'd say about a half a mile if I walk through the woods here. Walking on, at least it's easy walking right here. We're walking on the old road. At least staying out of the thick stuff here for a bit. As I said before, this site was also going by 1900s, but it was on the 1860s map. So, getting in the woods here. We'll see you when we get there. All right, so the very first find of this new site is another reed. Different than the last one I found at the last site. A little bit smaller, and I'm not sure exactly which instrument this one went to, but I laid my pack down right behind me. Might be a good sign, could be a total jinx. So let's see what else we can find in here. All right, so this must be like a heavily used area for deer and other animals. There's poop laying all over the place, so I'm trying to dodge most of it. Got a pretty good find in a hole right here. So what it is a little concave button. Convex, concave, one or the other. I don't see any writing on it, but it's for sure an awesome find. Got the shank still there. This is an old button. So glad to find this. Don't find very many concave ones. There's gotta be some more good stuff in here. I just started. Find here, you find pretty often, but it's still pretty cool to find nonetheless. Nothing real great, but what it is a clock gear. Probably would have been out of like a manual clock. Pretty cool find. I don't know if there's numbers on there or what that is. Anyways, clock gear. Getting close to the cellar hole right here behind me. And then behind the camera is the spring house. So I'm working in this area right in here between the two. We'll see if we can dig anything else out of the ground. All right, so what I got in the hole here is actually another clock gear. Well, a clock piece. But I don't know if this one would have been out of the manual clock or off of like a grandfather clock. It's a little bit bigger, all copper. Pretty decent find. Still want to search for the first coin. Got to be one in here with all this stuff. So we're gonna keep searching. Got this target here. It was about a 76. Didn't have to dig for it. It looks like it's some sort of double heart laying right on the surface. That's what it is. And they're connected. Not a precious metal. Looks like it's actually a pin. That's pretty cool. Finding some good stuff here. Definitely a lot better than the last site. So we're gonna keep on going here. There's gotta be a silver coin in here, right? Let's find it. All right, so I'm super excited about this find. I already found another one at this site. It was a miner's tag. I didn't film it because I found one at the other site we were just at. But I just dug another miner's tag. I think this one's gonna have the mine name on it, which is amazing. You do not find that many miner's tags with the mine name on it. This is gonna be cool. I'm gonna brush it and we're gonna show you. All right, so I'm gonna keep you rolling here. There is a name on here, but it comes out and you can see it, and then it fades. When it dries, it fades away as fast as you can see it. So we're gonna try to keep you rolling here while I get it a little bit wet, and hopefully you can see it. I already saw the name of the coal company. Can you see it? I think it says Majestic Coal Company. And then of course the number of the tag down there. I'll be able to get some history on this. That's pretty awesome. Not very often, like I said, do you find them like this. If you guys like this content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button and the notifications bell so you don't miss any of our videos. All right, so I have something pretty cool in the hole right here. It's gonna be the best find of the day for sure. All right, so I don't even remember what it was ringing up on my metal detector. It's ringing up 60. I thought it was gonna be a nickel. It's about the same size as a nickel, but this is so much cooler. You're not gonna believe it. Not sure what it is, but wait till you see the design. It's great. I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful. I'm gonna show you. This is absolutely the best find of the day for me. And I don't even know what that is on there. That's freaking awesome. I don't know if it was a pin. I don't want to move it too much. Unbelievable. That's nuts. I'm hoping that's dirt that's falling off there. I don't want to play with it too much because it'll fall apart. Beautiful find. That's by far the best find of the day right there. Like I said, I don't want to play with it too much. It's starting to fall apart. It's awesome. We're gonna keep on going here. Probably spending maybe another hour here, maybe less. So I almost did it. Almost doesn't count though. Jerry always finds these. I never do, and I still have it because it's not complete. It's just the outside. But it's one of those lock plates with a slide on it. Dang it, I wish I would have been complete. At least I got the skeleton hole on there still. That's pretty awesome. Sometimes they have a name on the slide, but I don't see it. Still a display piece though. Yeah. So I'm up here right beside the spring house. So this whole site right here, almost every tone you dig is at least something semi-desirable. Can't complain about those sites for sure. Brush this off, display it. Let's keep going. I can hear a deer snorting. You listen real close. I just started. He's probably coming back to bed down and he knows something's here, but he can't see me. Oh well, I'm too busy I'm too busy digging relics. He's gonna have to wait. All right, so the find I have in the hole here is a find you almost always find metal detecting, but I haven't found one in a long time. Found myself a spoon. It's not complete, but I think it's a pewter spoon. Almost 100% sure it is. I'm gonna brush where it connects. Looks almost fancy, but so you can see kind of where it connects there. It's almost like a flower design. But it's 100% sure pewter spoon. Pretty crazy. Let's put some lead in our mouth, eat some soup. Anyways, kids used to play with these in the dirt. Either that or the guy of the house was over here eating, laid his spoon down, forgot about it. 120 years later, I pick it up. Pretty cool. All right, so what I got in the hole here is something I don't think I ever found before. I mean, I found bell seals. This one actually has writing on it. It's like ELBRWC. I'm not sure what that is. And then there's a number 15 on it. That's pretty neat. Something written across the back too, but I don't know if I'm gonna get anything off the back. That's a good find right there. I'm about ready to head out of here, but definitely gonna have to come back to this site because I know I didn't find everything. But until then, we'll see you on the next one. All right, I know I keep saying that it might be my last find. Got another one here. It's a button. It's a fancier button. Pretty cool. I think this is actually my last find. We'll see you out there on the next one. All right, so this is where I'm gonna need experienced metal detectorists' help. Found a bullet. It doesn't look quite as big as a traditional 3-ring bullet. And I guess technically it only has 2 rings, unless they count the actual, do they count the grooves or they count the other part? But it's a ring bullet. I don't know. You're gonna have to help me. Leave us a comment below. All right guys, so we're heading out of here for sure this time. So didn't do too bad in here. May have to come back, I'm not real sure, but got about a half-mile hike, starting to get dark. I'm hungry, let's go. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. Jerry and I put a video out every Saturday at 8 o'clock in the morning. And if you really want to see an amazing coin that I found, super rare, click this video right here, or we'll just see you back out here next Saturday. See you guys then.